Hi champs, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. My name is Frances Okeke, and my topic for today is kiss and tell lies. Well champs, before I start, as a Christian, I would say it, premarital sex is not for you. Anyways, and if you're not new to my channel, you know that I always tell stories. Most of my stories are fabricated. I'm a writer. Unless I tell you this is a true story, then no, it is not a true story. So story number 1. Okeke was in love. He ran home and informed his family, and we were making plans to go meet his intended Cecilia, her family, next week, to formally ask for her hand in marriage. He informed all his guys and cousins that he was getting married to a virgin. He'd never slept with her. His cousin James asked to see this Cecilia's picture. He took one look at the picture and hissed. He told his cousin, "I know Cecilia. She was my main squeaker when I was in university. We'd done everything and finished all the stars in the Kama Sutra books." Okeke was shattered. He couldn't think about marrying a girl his closest cousin, his first cousin, had slept with, not once, but repeatedly. But she was also a liar. His mind was all over the place. And as a Nigerian man, for most Nigerian men, they can't even imagine it. He asked Cecilia about it, and she said James was lying. She begged, she cried, she even called James to please speak the truth. Well, Okeke called the woman. He had known his cousin James all his life, and they were like brothers. What Okeke did not know was that James had lied. Well, James was in university with Cecilia because they went to the same university. He had hit on Cecilia a lot, like 1,000 times. But Cecilia had turned him down every goddamn time. Well, sadly in the end, Okeke and Cecilia went their separate ways. Story number 2. Dotun was having drinks with the boys, and they were all talking about girls. His friend Henry was busy naming and counting the list of all his conquests, and the other guys were hailing him. Hero, sharp guy, lady killer, top dog, Dotun knew a girl that would never ever fall for Henry. And he really liked this girl, and he was hoping to make moves on her pretty soon. So, Dotun mentioned her name, and Henry shouted, "That girl na nympho now, she's a nympho. She disturbs me day and night to give her some of my, magic, some of my..." Dotun could not believe his ears as Henry went on to share more graphic details about his escapades with this girl. What no one knew was that Henry had lied. He had never even kissed the back of the said girl's palm. Okay, champs, let me start with these scenarios. It is not just men that lie about people they have supposedly slept with. Women also do it. They lie about people they slept with. So, for me personally, I've had experiences more than once. The first one I'll talk about was a popular actor in the entertainment industry. He was recounting, naming all the people in the industry they had slept with to his friends, some of who were members of the same industry. And this dude, who I have never kissed, mentioned my name like, dude, how? How I found out the story is a story for another day. He apologized when I deduced what had happened, and I confronted him, and he told me that he had said it under the influence of alcohol, and it was the devil. He was really sorry. Well, I forgave him, but I doubt he called all the guys that were there in the room that night to tell them, I'm sorry I mentioned Frances' name as part of my conquest. I lied. I've never even shook her hand or even kissed her. Or even mentioning names of people you slept with in a small industry. Another experience, I found out years later that when a guy said he would have asked me out at a certain period, but a mutual friend had told him and some other guys that I was his babe, his girlfriend. My eyes nearly popped out my sockets like, this guy who said I was his girlfriend, I was just friends with him. But he had painted not just sleeping with me, but a whole relationship that I had no idea about. This is what they call a professional cock blocker. Okay, I won't use that term. A professional boyfriend or whatever blocker. I can laugh now, but I was mad as hell when I heard about it. One more I remember was some director on the film set I was on, and I started hearing rumors that I was dating the guy, that we were sleeping together. This my room is always locked. When people come into my room, I close the door, and he was always coming every night. We'll talk, and all that. And supposedly this dude was even the one lighting, as in fanning the flames about this room that we were sleeping together. Nigga. Then when I was schooling abroad, this Nigerian guy met me, and he kept asking me out. He wanted us to have a fling. What was that guy? I can't remember his name. What was he even saying? I was like, thank you very much, I'm not interested. And then, like months later, two male friends of mine tell me that some guy said that we were having sex. That he even knows my hostel, that I stay in those guys, their hostel. Yeah, there was a time this dude was stalking me. He followed me. I was walking in. I was like, I'm going in. He followed me almost to my door. Like, guy, what's going on? And I was like, please, where is this guy's picture? They showed me the picture, and it was the same guy. And I was like, they were like, when they heard it, they were like, the Francis we know? No. It's not possible. And the guy kept mentioning different things like, now, wow. I almost arranged people to beat the guy up. The unchristian part of me wanted to do that, but I did not. See, I have more personal stories, but I'll stop here. I think it's a thing for some dudes when you're very friendly with them. And then, anyways, let me move on. But I'll stop here. Well, I'm sure there are lots of people that I've slept with that I have not heard about yet. Champs, first off, I think it's disrespectful to have sex. Let's say you're even sleeping with the person. To have sex with someone as two consenting adults, who had a mutual agreement, get physical in secret, then you go about sharing details of it without the other person's consent with your boys or girls. If you respected the person you had sex with, you would never kiss and tell on them. And it's also disrespectful and hella stupid to lie that you slept with someone who does not even know you exist. The person doesn't know you exist. The person hasn't even shook your hand, but you've never even hugged the person or even kissed the person. Or the person is just friendly with you, and then you go telling your friends, be they guys or girls, that you have something going on with that person. That's a lie from the pit. You're a liar, and the devil is the father of all lies. Secondly, I think it's a sign of immaturity. Are you a child? Okay, let's say it's even true and you're having sex or you slept with this person. Even children don't tell the whole world what they have done. Okay, and it's also childish not to have slept with this person and you're lying about it. Thirdly, some people tell these lies due to peer pressure. Then some also tell the truth, as in talking about people they slept with, also due to peer pressure. They want the adulation and to feel among, to feel like a man or like a woman, like, me too, I've got game, So they spill. Then fourthly, is it? Okay. 4, I think some people kiss and tell, to boost their cowardly egos before their friends. Especially for the kiss and tell liars. which makes absolutely no sense to me. If the person were your daughter or son, would you be happy if someone else kissed or had sex with them and told lies, as in, and told other people about it? And then if it's a lying situation, if it's your daughter or your son, would you like it if someone else, or your sister or your brother, someone else going about lying that it, slept with them? Only cowards do that. Then especially for the kiss and tell liars, those ones most likely tell the lies from a place of low self-esteem. Yes, I said it. It's huge low self-esteem, fueled by a desperate need to feel superior in front of their friends, or to pay back some girl or some guy who never returned their advances, or some girl or some guy they know that is out of their league and they would never get. Because they know nothing will ever happen between them and that person they lied about in reality, so they get about lying about it. That's the worst case of low self-esteem I've ever seen. One of it. Well, champs, I have learned to take kiss and tell stories with a pinch of salt. That person you heard it from might be telling a lie for reasons known to them. Besides, should it even matter? If you're really interested in that person and someone said such, well. Anyways, my personal belief is such people should be arrested for defamation of character and slander and whatever else they can be charged with. Yeah, they say turn the other cheek, but people need to learn so that other people can stop doing it. Because I heard, this is real life now, I heard about a girl who lied about some guy raping her. Because in reality, this guy turned down her advances. Crazy things are happening. Okay, I have something on this called Me Too. I think I put it out there. It's on my blog, it's on my YouTube, and I believe it's on the podcast. Anyways, and I'm going to do something specially else sometime about girls who lie about being raped, or people who lie about it. And people tell you women should support other women. Anyways, moving on. Champs, if you think all kiss and tell stories you hear at the beauty salons, bars, viewing centers, parties, or wherever are true, what about me that has mentioned just 4 cases now? Me that has supposedly slept with like numerous men that do not even know where the birthmarks or the moles in my body are located, or whether I shave my pubic hair or not. And I've slept with all of them, supposedly, according to them. Anyways, champs do not tell lies. And even if you kiss that person or whatever, you don't go about talking about it. Have some respect for yourself and for that person. The devil is the father of all lies. So if because you like this person and you're building a please don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it to that girl. Don't do it to that guy. However you feel that they turned you down, or you feel you want your friends to like you or whatever. No. Champs don't do any of those things I listed above in the beginning. So yeah, don't do it. So champs, as always, thank you for listening to my thoughts, as imperfect as they are. I hope you've come to understand 1 or 2 things. So do not forget that you're a champ, and I love you. But as always, God loves you more. Do not kiss and tell, and do not do kiss and tell lies. Till next time, my name is Frances Okeke. Bye, champs.